So now one of the most important things I'm talking about to people in this economy is creative financing. Because you're dealing with a lot of people, a lot of your typical wholesalers, folks that were wholesaling just a year and a half ago. They can't do it like that anymore. Are you seeing that in your business, in your training?
And I'm just so glad interest rates are going up. I don't even know what to do. I wake up at night in bed. I just thank God, because I just seen so many houses that were sold. They should not have been sold for the price that they were. And I feel bad. My heart, I have empathy for people that bought over the last 3 years. You're just going to not be able to sell it if you need to, unless you're going to sell it to a guy like me or you.
Right.
You or me. The wholesalers that were wholesaling trash, making $20,000, they think they're in the real estate business, but over the next few years, they're going to realize that those days are gone. The same thing happened in 04, 05, 06. You were there.
I agree. And I don't even think it's going to take that long. We're already seeing them shake out. And this year, they'll be gone by the end of this year. And it just opens up the playing field for people like us. You know, we are not going to have a bunch of competition. We're going to, in 23, 24, most likely, at least half of 25, have little to no competition.
I love it. I've been thinking about it for so long. I'm like, I'm sick and tired of making offers on houses. 10 other people making offers. We got people overpaying. I'm like, I paid $40,000 for this house a few years ago. Now it's selling for $100. You're buying it at $100. And think you're gonna sell it for $180? I'm like, this is just crazy. It's crazy.
And that's the world we're living in right now. It is crazy. And there has to be what's going on right now. We have to have this correction. We have to.
Yeah. Gotta come.
Yeah, we have to. And now, since we know how to play in this space, even on the multifamily side, I find it quite interesting right now from the creative financing perspective. We're doing a deal. We're negotiating right now a deal in Miami. It's 4 properties, 82 units in total, and they want to sell it. They want to sell it. These folks are trying to get it sold, but nobody wants to buy at those prices because obviously rents are higher, which pushes up the value, but interest rates are ridiculously high. So buying something like that with the interest rates that are available today doesn't allow that property to cash flow. Whereas you and I can come in and do a price and terms deal and make it cash flow as long as they're willing to do that. Most of the time, those people that are buying or own properties like that have a very clear understanding about what their tax liabilities are going to be. So they, a lot more willing to entertain a conversation of what that's going to look like for them. And then they'll just add that into however they're planning their estate. So, those are some benefits that I'm seeing right now as it relates to being able to pick up multifamily, because I was picking up multifamily before COVID and, interest rates were still low. You can do what you do. I was always looking for value add situations. Not many people aren't, but as soon as COVID hit, it just seemed like everything kind of went topsy-turvy because nobody, of course, was paying rent. So that slowed down acquisitions. And then when we got out of COVID, rents went up almost overnight. And so these owners were like, the ones that were able to hold on to their real estate anyway, the owners of these multifamilies were like, we're in the game, we're in the money, because that's how they evaluate the value of the property. And so now they still want that price, but there are an ever shrinking group of buyers nationally because of the interest rates.
Yeah, rents ain't going. You can't raise. My mentor always says trees don't grow to the sky. You can't raise rents forever, man. These people can't afford this stuff. People, rents are crazy right now. They think they're gonna sell based on those numbers. It's just, you have to be what's going on right now, right?
That's
I think a lot of us look like new investors look at what happened 6 months ago or a year ago or 2. I'm like, that stuff in my mind doesn't even exist. It's like, if it ain't almost, my mentor's telling me 60 days out, you can't even go back 90, 120 days now. Stuff's changing so quickly.
Yeah. And even when we're making offers right now, it's the same.
Go lower.
Gotta go lower. And I'm aggressive. I'm taking 10% off of an already low number in a lot of cases.
Good for you. Yeah, I would.
You
got nothing to lose now. If you don't want to sell, okay, I got over there. You want to sell up there? I go here. You got a house?
That's
it
right.
Ain't like before where it was no product. It's still stuff's still shaking loose, but There's more product, thank God, on the market now.
I'm getting a lot of fix and flippers that bought. I've got little money, very little money out of pocket. They're going to lose everything if they don't make some kind of deal. So they're motivated. I've got a renovation budget already in place. You know, as long as it's realistic, I don't have to go raise a ton of money, if any, to finish the work. You know, one of them we're doing right now has a refinance in place. You know, it's the hard money construction to perm kind of refi. So we're never going to be able to, well, I won't say never, but it'll be a couple years before we reach the value back at that particular property. But he stays in to do the refi. We're giving him $15,000 to give it to us, and we're doing a 90-10 split moving forward just to do the novation. And that's, you know, a little bit deeper than what most people would get into with one of those, because really you want to just be in and out, right? But these are the people that are there. These renovators got in trouble with these values going down because they know they can't sell it. They know they can't refinance it without coming out of pocket. They know they can't. And even though you've got, you know, the supply chain, quote unquote, supply chain is easing up again and some of the material costs are coming down, they're already behind the 8 ball, man. So, you know, even though this is getting cheaper, it's still expensive for them. I'm giving you everything you need to find success as a real estate investor. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and like this video. See you later.